I hope traders and investors alike were green today. Another amazing day in the market. Very nice trends. Really, really nice trends moving back and forth. The range was tighter than what I like to see. We did end up getting about a $5 range out of it. I would like to have seen a little more than that. But for me, the trends, because I'm moving in and out of position, so for it to trend down, then trend back up, then trend back down, that's a perfect day for me, especially with a little bit of range to enable to make money. So when we're trading like a $3 range, that's tough to trade in. That's more scalpable moves. So at least we did get about a $5 range out of it. Uh, so this is the SPY. Let's take a look at RBLX. It was on our radar this morning. We seen volume coming into it. We seen option flow coming into it. Got a really nice move here at open. So some of our members were able to take advantage of this, and it's really awesome seeing some of the gains off of this stock. You can also see we had this big push up, but you can see it starting to put in a top here. You can see that tower top, and you can see the distance between your 9 and 20. So you could have took this candle right here. When this candle confirmed down below your 9, you could have took your entry there and wrote it down. Of course, at the VWAP, you'd have been looking to take profits just in case you got the wrong reaction. And you can see it respected the 9 very well. Broke down again, flattened out down here, but that would have made a nice trade in both directions. So you could have got two different trades on that, one bullish, one bearish, and made really nice money on that. And some members actually did. Cost was also on the radar. They had in-store sales. And I've seen times where cost actually pulls back on in-store sales. But as we've seen, the SPY was pulling back rated very open. Cost was running. So you can actually see that it opened up strong and started to chop around, held the VWAP here, held the 9. But when it got back above that 9, it pushed. You can see right there getting back above the 9 and ripping. That would kind of been a hard entry for me because this right here would have been my confirmation and would have been a scalpable play for my style of trading. But even better, at the end of the day, we got this breakdown below the VWAP. That would have been an entry. Preferably, the more conservative trader would have waited to get below the 50 as well. So for me, this would have been my entry right here, and I would have caught that down to the downside. You can see putting in a little base here, getting back up. You could have took a trend break play here, but I would have recommended, obviously you got the 50 here, the VWAP, being very careful with that. But it's possible to make some money in those ranges. Oxy, Mr. Buffett bought more Oxy, and it sold at open. Energy's continuing to show a lot of weakness. You can see it pushed up and got this epic flush. You can see this big candle here, and pre-market coming down. That opening candle sold, tried to get below the levels, chopped around. That would have made an entry for me, possibly with the 200 right there. Would have been iffy. I may have taken that trade. I'm looking for a 5-minute confirmation below my major levels, even though the 200 plus this support area here, which would ended up turning into resistance until we got back above it. But not sure if I would have tried taking that trade or not with the 200 and the support level there. Definitely scalpable and would have made a nice trade, but I'm looking for room in between levels. I need room to move in between levels. You can see it push back up, putting in a tweezer top right there. There's two candles, and it's giving you a bearish reversal signal. Testing this support level, you could have took a trade there. Retesting this support level, breaking down below the moving averages, you could have grabbed a trade there on the way down. You got a trend break play here. You could have tried getting in, looking to take profits at the 200 or at the 50 if needed. Was able to clear that. Once again, looking to take profits at the VWAP if needed. Was able to clear that and did see rejection at the support level or resistance level now. Wasn't even strong enough to make the 200, and you can see your big down candle. That would have been your sell signal. You could have caught some downside here coming off of the basically a pipe top, tweezer top there. Could have caught some downside coming off of that. Let's look at Tesla. So Tesla today, had news coming out about Musk. Just after hours, news come out that he's not interested in Twitter anymore. We'll see how that plays out. I still think, I'm looking at this. Why would you buy a stock for 54 when it's trading for 37 if you can get it cheaper? And that could be what he's trying to do, because Twitter will be taking this to court, but it's going to tie up a lot of resources to do that. And between the time that the court date settled, he could probably make a better deal with him. I just would not bet against him on that yet. But, either way, I'm a day trader. It does not matter as long as it's moving. I'm looking at purchasing it or looking at trading it. So, that's all that matters to me. But so Tesla was strong on that news. You can see we opened up and I actually traded the open. I got in a lot earlier than what I normally do. So I got in and traded some of this to the upside and then was able to get back into some of this move again to the upside. We had another low volume day, which low volume algos are a little rough on my style of trading. So I'm looking for momentum. And today we were just getting so many big down candles that it made it rough and I slowed up. And I mean, I had a good morning. Took a couple of trades that slung me around a little bit, took some small losses, and I went to scalping and was able to get some scalps in. But we got 2 good trades on Tesla in the morning, and then a good trade on SPY, and then 2 trades that weren't so good but kept the losses small, and then started scalping into the afternoon because there just wasn't no big moves. You can see the big candles here, the momentum, but getting into the afternoon, you can see how small the candles are. And when we did push up, like it would push up, then down candle, push up, down candle, and breaking below the moving averages. So I just never really got the setup in the afternoon, but there was money to be made there that was scalping. I thought about scalping it with shares in the after hours when we seen it running, but I passed on that. Well, that concludes our video for tonight. That recaps our day. Have a good weekend. Get some rest. Relax. See you in the trading room on Monday.